Are you struggling with your website's visibility on search engines? It's a common issue that many face, and it's often due to overlooked details like no index tags and robots.txt configurations. These two elements play a significant role in how search engines perceive and interact with your website. No index tags are simple instructions in your website's code that can prevent certain pages from appearing in search results. While they serve a purpose, their misuse can lead to vital content being overlooked by search engines. On the other side, we have robots.txt, a small but mighty file that guides search engine crawlers on their journey through your site. A misstep in this file can inadvertently hide sections of your website from search engine view. Understanding and correctly implementing these elements can significantly improve your website's visibility. Let's dive into what these terms mean and how you can optimize your website. First things first, no index tags, what are they? Well, my friends, in the world of website optimization, no index tags are HTML meta tags that play a pretty significant role. They're like the bouncers of your website, deciding which pages get to party in the search engine results and which ones don't. These tags communicate directly with search engines, telling them not to index a particular page. This means that the page won't show up in search results, even if someone searches for the exact content on that page. Now you might be wondering, why would anyone want to do that? Well, there are a few good reasons. For instance, let's say you have a thank you page that only needs to be seen by people who've just made a purchase or signed up for your newsletter. Or perhaps you have an admin panel that's only meant for your eyes. In these cases, a no index tag can be a handy tool to keep these pages out of the public eye. However, no index tags can also be a double-edged sword. If they're accidentally applied to pages that you want to be visible in search results, they can severely impact your website's visibility. Imagine having a fantastic blog post or a great product page that's invisible to search engines because of a misplaced no index tag. That's a lot of potential traffic and business you could be missing out on. This is why understanding no index tags is so crucial. They're not inherently bad, in fact they can be quite useful, but like any tool, they need to be used correctly. Now that we know what no index tags are and the potential impact of misusing them, our next step is to learn how to identify and remove these tags from pages where they're not needed. But we'll save that for our next scene. Until then, remember, every page on your website is a star, and it deserves its chance to shine in the search engine results. Identifying pages with no index tags can be done in a few ways. If you're comfortable with HTML code, you can manually inspect your web pages. By right-clicking on your web page and selecting Inspect or View Page Source, you'll open up the HTML code of your site. Here you're looking for a line of code that reads, which is the telltale sign of a no index tag. However, for those who find the thought of trawling through lines of code a bit daunting, don't worry. There are tools out there designed to make this process easier. One of the most popular is Google Search Console. Once you've verified your website with Google Search Console, you can navigate to the coverage report. This report will highlight any pages on your site that are marked as no index. Now that you've identified which of your pages have no index tags, the next step is to remove them. If you're using a content management system like WordPress, this can be as simple as unchecking a box in your SEO plugin settings. For those coding their websites from scratch, you'll need to locate the no index tag in your HTML code and remove it. Remember, it looks like this. But what if you've identified a page that should be indexed by search engines, but it's still showing up as no index in Google Search Console? This could mean that your server is sending an xrobots tag HTTP header with the no index value. You'll need to check your server settings or consult with your hosting provider to resolve this issue. With the no index tags taken care of, let's move on to the robots.txt file. This is another crucial element when it comes to managing how search engines interact with your website. But don't worry, we'll guide you through the process of understanding and editing this file to ensure your website is ready to be fully explored by search engines. So, stay tuned. The robots.txt file, a roadmap for search engine bots. Now let's delve into the world of robots.txt. Unlike the no index tags that are embedded in the HTML of individual pages, the robots.txt file is a separate entity that resides in the root directory of your site. It's a simple text file, but its role in your website's search engine optimization is anything but insignificant. Imagine a search engine bot arriving at your website. It's excited, ready to crawl, index, and understand your content. But where does it start? That's where robots.txt comes in. This file serves as a roadmap, guiding the bot on its journey through your website. It tells the bot which pages or files it can or cannot request from your site. For instance, you might have a members-only area on your website that you don't want search engines to index. Or perhaps there are certain files or directories that are irrelevant to your site's content. In these cases, you can use the robots.txt file to tell search engine bots to bypass these areas. So how do you access this powerful tool? It's simple. The robots.txt file is typically located at the root of your website, which means it's usually accessed by typing your website's URL, followed by robots.txt in the browser's address bar. Once you've located your robots.txt file, you can open it using any text editor like Notepad or TextEdit. If you're more technically inclined, you can also access and edit the file using an FTP client. This gives you direct access to the file on your server, allowing you to make changes quickly and easily. Remember, robots.txt is a potent tool, but with great power comes great responsibility. A misconfigured robots.txt file can block search engine bots from accessing important parts of your site, which can have a detrimental effect on your site's visibility and search results. Now let's go through how to edit the robots.txt file. Editing robots.txt is a crucial step in website optimization. This text file acts as a guide for search engine crawlers, directing them to the pages they can access and those they should sidestep. However, a hasty or ill-informed edit can lead to some parts of your site becoming invisible to these bots. The goal here is to ensure that your robots.txt file is working for you, not against you. Let's break it down into a few simple steps. First, you need to locate your robots.txt file. It's usually found in the root directory of your website. You can access it via a URL that looks something like this: www.yourwebsite.com/robots.txt. Once you've found it, you can open it using a plain text editor. It's crucial to remember that this is not the place for intricate HTML or CSS. The robots.txt file is a straightforward text file, and that's how it should stay. As you scan through the file, you'll see lines that start with user agent. This is followed by a colon and the name of the web crawler it refers to. For instance, user agent Googlebot refers to Google's web crawler. The lines that follow the user agent line are directives for that crawler. These directives start with disallow or allow, followed by the URL path you want to block or allow. A common mistake is to unintentionally disallow important pages or directories. When editing your robots.txt file, check each line carefully. Ensure that no crucial pages are being disallowed. If you find any, simply delete the line or modify it to an allow directive. Remember, any changes you make here will instruct search engines on how to crawl your site, so be cautious and deliberate. A good rule of thumb is to test your changes in a staging environment before pushing them live. And there you have it, your website is now optimized for better visibility. By ensuring your robots.txt file accurately directs search engine crawlers, you're unlocking the full potential of your website and paving the way for increased organic traffic. So go ahead, guide those web crawlers and watch your website thrive. Let's recap what we've covered today. We've navigated the somewhat tricky terrain of no index tags and robots.txt files. We've learned that no index tags are HTML meta tags that instruct search engines to exclude certain pages from their indexing process. Misuse of these tags can lead to important pages being overlooked, affecting your website's visibility. We've also delved into the world of robots.txt, a roadmap for search engine bots, guiding them on which pages or files they can request from your site. Misconfigurations in this file can lead to unintended blocks on your content. We've discussed how to identify and remove no index tags and how to edit your robots.txt file to optimize your website's visibility. But remember, optimizing your website is an ongoing process. Keep learning, keep improving, keep your website's doors open and inviting to both visitors and search engines alike.